comes a very important part of this teaching, namely bringing it into my life in my understanding of myself. My understanding of who I am has to match with what we have studied so far. So before we get into the topic of samadhi, let us understand the first few steps. The very first step is sharanagati. So the mind is free from seeking security and pleasure in this anitya jagat, and therefore it is more or less free of fear, of anxiety, of hurt, of guilt, of sadness, of anger, and it is free of a great deal of mental restlessness. This kind of mindset is required for this study to become fruitful in one's life. The simple prayer that I sent out today is a prayer that will facilitate sharanagati. What was that prayer? It went like this: Om Hari Sharanam, Om Vishwa Chaitanyaya Namaha. O Lord, my profound thanks 1,000,000 times unto you who are all-knowing, who are all-powerful, who are here, there and everywhere. Whatsoever I am, whosoever I am yours, yours alone. You are my support, my guide, my protector. You are always with me. Please bless me at all times with unswerving devotion towards you who are the truth, the reality. See, when there is sharanagati, there is a graceful acceptance, a cheerful perhaps acceptance of all of life's experiences, even the unpleasant ones, because there is a great deal of assimilation that the Lord is the karma phala data, and so this situation is really Ishvara's will. I accept it. Sharanagati means there is a certain vairagya towards the world, and there is a feeling of belonging to the Lord, and consequently there is a great deal of freedom in the mind from troubling emotions and from restlessness. One is more or less a person who is at peace with oneself and at peace with the world. So one is really comfortable being oneself. Now, assuming we have sharanagati, we go ahead in understanding the truth about ourselves. Ask yourself, do I understand myself as self-evident consciousness? If I do not, then this is where I have to start. Who am I? I am consciousness that is self-revealing. And everything else is an object of my consciousness. Is this clear to me? Do I understand myself as Swaprakasha Chaitanya? If it is not clear totally, then ask yourself, who do I think I am? Many different ideas will come up. Your roles in life will certainly come up. So now examine them. Are they not the objects of your consciousness? Your role as a mother, as a sister, as a friend, are they not objects of one's awareness, one's consciousness? They are, because you know them. You are the knower of your roles, and you are distinct from the roles. Can you see this clearly? If not, spend time recognizing this fact. It's a fact. As a knower of the roles you assume, you are a conscious being. And nobody needs to tell you that you are conscious. You are self-evident consciousness in whose presence the roles which involve identification with your body and mind, which are nothing but instruments. So these roles are known. So do you understand that the body and mind are instruments of experience rather than you? You are the conscious being who uses the mind and the body by identifying with them. Identifying with them, you have different experiences. This consciousness that you are is truly a continuous, constant presence. It is present in every experience of waking, dream and deep sleeping, witnessing as it were every experience. This fact must become very, very clear. How to become clear about this? By spending dedicated time to see these facts again and again. When you're doing anything, just pause and step back and ask yourself, right now who am I? Am I what I objectify? Or am I the one who objectifies, using the mind as an instrument to objectify? As the one who objectifies, am I not consciousness? For me to be consciousness, do I need anything else? Do I really need a thought to be consciousness? Or is it that thought is revealed in my conscious presence? Because I can be there without a thought also. So just do this again and again until you totally assimilate that you are self-revealing consciousness and everything else is an object of your consciousness. Body and mind are naturally included in objects of consciousness. And you are consciousness that is a continuous, constant, changeless presence in your every experience.